Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me and wanted to know how to space out the letters. This is artistic text, Franklin Gothic. But before I do, I'm going to show also how you could add another line. And I'm going to type in, just so I can get more out of this video, because I've got several videos like this. Now, to space this out, to space these letters out, get the shape tool. And when you do that, you get these handles. Now, just take that handle and move it to the right, and it's spacing out the letter. This particular text needed to be spaced out, because if we look at the start, that T is actually touching the Y. So I'm going to do one line at a time here, so you could space these out. So you could either do it that way. Now, let's say you want more space between the two words. Hold down the shift key and select that, and you can just get that other word. Now, what I was trying to kind of get at with the other line, let me back up and see if I can get that other line back. Nope. So what you can do, to add another line, just take your text tool and put on the end and hit enter. And I'm just going to show you, because if I'm going to do a second video, or probably a third video on this same thing. So now you can grab your shape tool, and you can space out all the letters, or hold down the shift key and space the last two words. Or right here, you can actually take away the space between the letters, between the two columns of letters. But you can always go back and move the letter. Now let's say it looks okay. Okay, look at the two T's here. That really needs to be spread out. But if you spread them out too far, then some of the others might be off. So what you could also do is take the shape tool and grab that node and actually move, if you hold down the control button so it won't be off. And you can move individual letters to the left or the right, and it's kind of hard to see. But see how I moved it over, and then I'm going to move it back? It's by grabbing that node, and then you could actually lift it up. I was holding down if you hold down, let me get it back. Let me just back up here. If you hold down the shift key, it won't, well, it does. It doesn't matter. So you can move that letter anywhere you want. It's kind of weird how it looks, because you can't really see it, but you can also take your nudge factor set on 0.001 and grab that little node with your shape tool. It's probably the best. And then you can move it. So mine is normally set on 0.001. So if we grab this with the shape tool, grab that node, you can minutely move that T around to get the spacing between the two T's better, and maybe making them the same. And then you could always go back and space them out even more. So for the one I'm doing it for, set your nudge factor, your duplicate distance on 0, 0. You'll be a lot happier in the long run, because if you needed to make a duplicate of this, it's going to be right on top of the other. If you have it the way you have it, 0.25 by 0.25, which is default, you're not doing anything wrong. But watch what happens when I Control D now. It puts it up 1/4 inch to the right and 1/4 inch to the left, or up. You can't really, the reason I like doing 0, 0, and this will make this video a little bit better. So we're going to make Control D and make it 0, 0. And a Control D is right on top of it. Now, let's move that one copy just minutely over. And let's make it red. It is a font, so I need to make it, well, that's not doing a very good job. Let's keep moving it over and make one of them red. That's a weird font. Oh, it's actually got a font and an outline, so I can make them both red. So that way you can have some spacing and kind of have some color, so you could, move it back. Well, that is so weird. You know what? I'll apologize. I had two copies. So what we could do is hit P. That'll put them all together. And now let's move one of them minutely and you can see the red letter behind or go the opposite direction. I'm just nudging. It kind of gives it a 3D look. And especially if you made this red and you see you've got it selected, if you made it gray on both sides, it would make it kind of look like a little shadow. So I hope that answers your question on spacing. You can always move stuff around. Anyway, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.